Let's get a reaction from Congressman Roger Williams of Texas, chairman of the House Small Business Committee. Sir, welcome. President of El Salvador going viral with his reaction to this entire situation, posting on X, quote, "The U.S. is facing a judicial coup," end quote. It's hard to disagree, Congressman, with that assessment. Isn't it time the GOP in Congress grew a backbone and reclaimed their power and authority as an elected branch of government and impeached these tyrannical judges?
Well, we've got a great time to do this. I mean, we've heard from 75 million people how they want America to look like. The judges are, you say, are a little rogue. Some of their readings or findings are hard to figure out. But I think we need to act on it. I mean, I think that we need to support the president. We need to support the Constitution, what it stands for. And, if you're going to judge, don't get involved in everything else.
Yeah, heck, support your voters, for crying out loud. They're the ones who put you guys there. And then there's the JFK files just released. But where are the January 6th committee files we've been waiting for? Over 2 years ago, Congressman Loudermilk demanded the Democrats produce the video testimony and all those other files, yet here we are, no files. Will we have to wait another 60 years before the truth about the January 6th Unselect Committee and their potential crimes are revealed to the American people?
Well, I hope not. I mean, I know Loudermilk's doing a good job on that, but we need to find out. The people need to know. And quite frankly, I think it's great that the president now has pardoned over hundreds of innocent people that were found wrongly guilty. And we're moving in the right direction there. We need to follow through and see what decisions were made to guide them there. Why can't we find them? And but the main thing is, I'm glad these people are out and back on land, per se, and realize the American dream.
Last thing I wanted to ask you about was you sit on the Small Business Committee and you are the chairman. I wanted to ask you about all of the efforts President Trump is undertaking to relieve the regulatory burden on small businesses so that they can flourish again, so they can hire more people, to get the government to stop riding on our backs and actually walk by our side. How vital is that, do you think, President Trump's efforts are? And then shouldn't the Congress work to codify his efforts in the executive branch into law through the legislative branch?
Well, absolutely. And this is why you have a businessman run the business of America. As you know, Chris, Main Street America is 99% of the business in this country, 75% of the payroll, 75% of the workforce, been totally overburdened with regulations under the Biden administration. Now we're beginning to see some relief. And what Main Street wants to do, Chris, is compete against each other, not compete against the federal government. And that was a big problem with Biden. I mean, he was trying to squeeze the banks. He didn't want loans to be made. Main Street was really hurting. And now we have a president who will stand up for what's right. He understands that competition is what drives this country. Competition drives free enterprise and markets. And so it's a great position. We need to keep pushing. And under the leadership of Senator Loeffler, and under my leadership as oversight of the SBA and Main Street, basically, we're going to get a lot of good things done. This could be a great year for small business. It's going to be a great year to stay in business and a great year to start a business.
Yeah, get rid of that regulatory burden. It is a chokehold on our people. And you know what? It's good to have Republicans in charge, because under the Democrats, China's priorities were number one rather than our own people's. Chairman Williams, always great to catch up with you, sir. Come back soon.